Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Yay! I am going to do some videos today, not too much projects today. I've got quite a few projects that I need to share and make videos for, and I have quite a lot of packages that I have to finish packing up that I made cards for, and I just want to get them out today. But anywho, this video here today is for one of the challenges that I was participating in and I love very much, is the Die Hard Wednesday challenge, which is hosted by Betty, who's Scrap Passion 01, in case you guys are interested in participating. I love dies, and if you follow me on YouTube, you know I am a die fanatic, hence why I designed for diamond dies. And one of the things that Betty, what I love about Betty's challenge is that if you can participate, that's fine, and if you can't, it's okay too, because it's a personal challenge, and I don't feel like I'm letting anyone down should I not be able, for whatever reasons, to participate, whether it's health or life or business or whatever it is. So I'm really happy about that. So now that I was feeling better and coming out of my little funk, and hubby's a lot better, he's recuperating, still on very minimal duty at work, but he's back at work and he's doing okay. And now that, you know, little by little the clouds are going away, I figured this would be a great opportunity for me to get back into the swing of things and participate in the challenges that I loved the most. And one of them is this one, and I love it because it makes me really think about what dies I want to use. I know that a lot of us have spent stamps or dies in our stash that we just purchased, whether it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, and either we neglected or we never used. It happens. It does happen. So what I did for this particular one is I challenged myself in 3 different ways. Thank you, Betty, so much for the inspiration. You are one of the sweetest, kindest people I know on YouTube, and you just tickled me so, because you are not only so stinking cute and supportive, and I just love your projects, but you just exude support, love, and inspiration to us all. So thank you so much. There aren't too many people like this in the world anymore, and just wanted to give my little girl a shout out. And thank you for inspiring me. One of the things I have the most challenge with is vintage things. So that's what I based my project in. The other thing was, I purchased this particular stamp set, and it comes with a die, and this is the die right here. It's this one and this one and this one, and it's the Bonjour by Avery L stamp set, and I've had this forever, and the dies, and I have yet to use it, not even on one little card. So what I decided to do for the challenge was to use the stamp and the die set. I not only used this one, I also used this stamp set as well for this project. And again, I'm trying to go with a vintage theme because, guys, believe it or not, I really don't know how to make vintage projects. And that's something that I want to work on for a little bit and just see if I can get better at it. And that's the dies that come with that particular stamp set. It's the little teacups and the tea bag. So these were the dies that I used. I also used my Spellbinders die. Now this one I have used before. Not too often, haven't played with it a lot, so I decided to bring this out and use this again. I also used the Lifetime paper pad because for me, I think a lot of the papers in this stack do say vintage. I hope I'm right. You guys can tell me whether or not I missed the mark. And if I did miss the mark, you can tell me. Just be nice. Say, no, Laura, that's not vintage. You need to do this instead. Or if you added a little bit of more of this, it might help out and whatever. I accept all critique. I am really good at that. It does not offend me at all, as long as it's done with love and kindness. I always say anything with love and kindness, and it's okay. So let me share with you the card. I made an A2 size card, and yes, it is a card. I'm just going to put this here because I'm not even sure I'm in frame. I hope I am. Yeah, I think I am. So this is my card, and it says bonjour. I started out with a piece of cardstock that was beige, and I figured for me, vintage is more neutral, browns, beiges, creams. At least that's what I'm hoping. That's what I saw on YouTube, so that's what I went with. It's more the darker colors, whereas the Shabby Chic is more the pastel colors, and both are vintage. It's just one is pastel and one is in browns and neutral tones. At least that's what I think. Now, I don't know what it's called. Let's say I wanted to use blacks and dark colors like blacks and reds and navy blues, but with a lot of vintage. I guess the vintage part is the lace and the pearls. Would it be considered vintage still, guys, if I did the, if I did it with black? I don't know. I don't know. I'm still, and for whatever reason, it was not that easy for me to find vintage stuff on YouTube. I tell you, I don't know. It's like the whole vintage world just escapes me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But anywho, A2 size card. I use my corner punches from We Are Memory Keepers, which is this little bad boy right here. It's a crocodile, and it's the cloud and scallop one. Then I took this embossing folder that I have in my stash that was gifted to me by Louise, who's Mama JT4. Hi, Louise. And not only did I emboss it, but then I distressed it with Vintage Photo and Walnut Distress Stains by Tim Holtz. I did layer the two Spellbinder dies. I did two cut aparts. I did the biggest one and the second largest one. And I don't know if you can see those two layers there. To that, I added some metal finds that I have. These are little photo corners. And then on top of that, I added the little bow with a flat back pearl from the stamp set, which I colored with my Copics. Here, the little bonjour that came from the stamp set. I just stamped that out with Versamark pigment ink and the black onyx. And here I colored in the tea cup, the saucer, the little macaroons, and the other little plate. Now the plates in the teacup come from one die set, and then these are the other. And of course I added the little bow there. To that I added some applique trim, some lace, a little wooden vintage button here, and some flat back pearl here. Now this pearl, to me it had a little bit of a bluish tinge to it. It wasn't a white, almost like a frost pearl, and it was given to me in a rack. And it was a very, this is the only little piece I had left, and it was a very pretty, very soft color. So what I decided to do to make it even more vintagey and a little bit more interesting, I took my little Copic and I just put some brown spots in different places on the pearls, on the bead string. And I thought it came out pretty cool. And then over here, I added one of these antique looking buttons. Again, I colored it in with my Copics because this was all white. And then I added a little black button and this little applique flower with a little pearl in the center. And I sure hope I am in frame. So guys, for Die Hard Wednesday, and then this is what the inside looks like. I added a little doily, again some trim. This lace doily Martha Stewart punch I added in the bottom, this metal find, and then that little flower in the center to finish it off. And I can either stamp a little statement here, a little sentiment, and then write a little note up here if I wish, or I can just write it right down there, or add another little piece of paper. And I did distress this also with Vintage Photo, pumice stone, and I believe the green is Cracked Pistachio, all by Tim Holtz Distress Inks. So that's my vintage card for my Die Hard Wednesday challenge. Thank you again, Betty, for doing this for us. And thank you all my friends. And if you manage to stay watching this video to the end, I have a little surprise. Yay for the people who stay till the end. Where is the surprise? Where did I put it? Oh, I was just watching Miss Betty's channel and I pressed it. Oh, okay. Here's the surprise. I purchased this stamp set. And when I purchased the stamp set, I didn't realize that I also had purchased the dies. And the die for this, I took it out of the package. And I put it to the side. Like I said, I never used it. When I went to use the stamp set, and this was a few months back, couldn't find the die anywhere. I thought I didn't order it. I went to the website where I ordered the stamp set, which was scrapbookpal.com. And there is a history, shows you all the things you purchased. I did not see the die set. So I ordered it again. Not realizing that I didn't order the first die set with scrapbookpal.com. I actually ordered it with joannes.com. So when I get my die and I opened up the second one to put it away, when I went to put it away, guess what I found? Yes, I found the first one that I had ordered. So I basically ordered one from scrapbookpal.com and one from Joanne's. Now, I don't have two stamp sets, I just have the die. If you would like this die set, and maybe you have the stamp set, but you never bought the die for it, this video is for you. If you have not purchased this stamp set and you would like to, it's available at both Joanne's and scrapbookpal.com. You can treat yourself to the stamp set because you already have the die. If you're interested in the die and you would like the die, leave a message in the comments below. Then what I'm going to do, don't anyone go out and buy the stamp set yet. What I'm going to do for everyone that says, yes, enter me, I'm going to put all those little names and I'm just going to pick a winner, and whoever is the winner I'll send them this die set and they can go out and purchase the stamps if they want. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. If you are very creative, you can use the dies by themselves and just sketch in the little lines and such. You don't need the stamp set. It's nice to have the stamp set. If you just want the die, or if you want both, you can go ahead and, I mean, that stamp set is pretty popular still, and it's still easy to find. So that's my surprise for this video. And as you can see, I've never ever used it. Like I could kick myself for just taking it out of the package, to be quite honest. See, it's still attached. It's still in one piece. And this is what it looks like when you take it apart. That's these pieces right here. So if you like the macaroons and you never had the opportunity to get it, and you would love a chance to win the die, or you have the stamp set and you just never picked up the die and you would like an opportunity to get this too, just say, Laura, I would love the macaroon. Say, Laura, I would love the macaroon. That's all you have to do. All right, everyone, like I said, let me know what you think about my vintage card. Like I said, I am not a vintage style person per se, but I want to dabble in it and practice in it and see what I can start creating. Because I do love brown and the neutral tones and the vintage, the whole vintage style. I really, really do. Thank you, my friends, for watching. I hope you all have a very blessed day, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye for now.